Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, we'll talk about some rules or some conventions you have to follow when you're writing variable names. So the first rule is you must start your variable names with either a letter or an underscore character. Like our fruit variable here, obviously it has started with a letter F, so this is a valid way of writing our variable name. The second valid way of writing our variable name is starting it with an underscore like this, underscore language. So if you're starting your variable name with something that's not a letter or an underscore character, we'll encounter an error. Let's say we decided to start our fruit variable with a number. It immediately turns red and Python will give you syntax error. So if you also decide to start our variable name with special characters like $sign or maybe asterisks or even hyphens, Python will give you syntax error. So as long as you are starting your variable name with something that is not a letter or an underscore character, Python will give you syntax error. I hope that is clear. Our variable name can only start with a letter or an underscore character. Going to our second rule, it says that our variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. By alphanumeric, we mean that it can only contain alphabets and numeric characters or numbers. So our variable names cannot start with a number, but it can contain a number at the end or at the middle, which is a valid way of writing a variable name. It can also contain underscores, maybe at the beginning, at the middle, or at the end. But the most common way of using underscores in variable names is when you are separating two words in a variable name. Let's say you have something like favorite language. You are separating this fav and this language using an underscore. This makes our variable names more readable. Going to our third rule, it says that our variable names are case sensitive. By this we mean that these three variable names, dog that is in small letters, or a dog that is beginning with a capital letter, or a dog that is in caps, are three different variable names in Python. Our fourth rule says that our variable name shall be descriptive and relevant to its corresponding value. Also by this we mean that, example, if you have a variable name color, you are expecting something that's related to color within the value that is contained within this variable color. What if a person has defined a variable named color and he is having a value that is totally irrelevant to its corresponding variable? Maybe something like a monkey. People will wonder, oh, color is equal to monkey. How? This doesn't make sense at all, right? So we are expecting maybe a color red or white or something like that, something that is relevant to its corresponding variable. Our fifth and last variable rule says that you should not use any keyword or any special keyword in Python as a variable name. And these are the examples of special keywords that are in Python, that we have in Python. So, for example, if you try to use any of these special keywords as a variable name, let's say none equal to some value, we'll have an error. Let's begin at there. So you will have an error saying the syntax error cannot assign to none, something like that. So you cannot use all of these special keywords as a variable. Okay. And this is the end of our video. I hope you learned something. See you in the next video.